Hey, so my name is Katie, and I am going to be watching Babylon 5, and I thought it would be kind of fun to record reactions to the episodes as I go along, and maybe put them online, because I feel like I don't know anybody who's watched this show, and it would be nice to have someone to talk to about it, even if it's just the internet. So I've never watched Babylon 5. I actually decided to watch it because I had a handful of TV shows I wanted to watch. I gave them to my sister, and I went, pick one, based on the titles, basically, and the knowledge of which ones were sci-fi and which ones were sitcoms. She picked Babylon 5, so here we are. I know a few things about it. What do I know about it? It's got 5 seasons. I've heard that the first and 5th seasons are kind of bad. I've heard, like, people weren't really satisfied with the ending, maybe. I'm not really sure. I've heard that, well, it's set on a space station called Babylon 5, I guess. And I heard it is a little bit like Deep Space Nine, which I love, with the burning passion of 1,000 fiery suns. So I'm hoping that I will love this as well. I probably will, because it has spaceships and aliens. And the only thing I haven't loved with spaceships and aliens that I have also come into contact with was Andromeda. And I don't really know why I didn't love that. I just didn't. Maybe it's because they decided to start doing boring, weird, stupid episodes in, like, episode 3, and you were just like, why? But, whatever. Sorry, that's... So I have... Yes, so what else do I know? I know that it shares some similarities to DS9, and that there were, like, issues about that at the time, like, oh, you stole ideas from us. And it's just like, whatever. We have enough room in our hearts to accept 2 TV shows set on a space station with aliens. Which, as I understand it, is basically where the similarities end. I mean, plus I guess they're both supposed to be a little bit darker than a normal sci-fi show, because I guess, like, the 90s is when you really started having sci-fi TV shows that weren't like, oh my god, the future's amazing. It was like, the future kind of sucks, just like the present. Of course, not being Star Trek, I'm sure it can take those ideas a lot further than DS9 did. So that'll be fun to see. I'm hoping it's everything I loved about DS9, and more. I know that there's some funny-looking aliens in it, but I don't know their names. There's, like, a guy with a bumpy head with, like, spots, and there's this woman, I think, who has, like, this weird, fleshy crown that goes around the back of her head. I hope that I feel like a total moron in, like, an hour and a half when I've watched this first episode and watch this again. So anyway, this first episode is called Midnight on the Firing Line. I really hope that's, like, correct and everything, because I'm not gonna know if it's not. And the internet could be lying to me, but I hope it isn't. There's dust on my camera. How the hell did that happen? Well, anyway, enough of that bullshit. I'm actually going to watch this episode, so... Well, I like it. It's funny. It's desperately strange in some ways. Everybody has really weird hair, and I like that there are so many characters with hostilities towards one another, because it's always, like, my favorite thing when characters hate each other. I just like the entire idea of this space station where people are supposed to be, like, trying to, I don't know, all these ambassadors, and it's supposed to keep the peace, I guess. I thought it was kind of odd that it seems like they're all, well, Shakar, or whatever. Shakar? Bumpy, spotty guy. Like, what, was he the one who decided that the Narn were going to attack that planet? Because, like, he's just an ambassador. Why is that his job? Also, why is it their job to make all these votes? They're just ambassadors. But I guess that's the point of the thing. I really liked all the little extra bits, especially at the end of people watching TV and stuff, because that was cool. I like Garibaldi and Ivanova. They're fun so far. Well, for given values of fun. I like Sinclair. I'm pretty sure he's going to shape up to be a badass. The Centauri are hilarious. Like, their hair is the most inexplicable thing. Like, is their hair just like that, or is it like a fashion statement? I don't even know. I mean, I don't know why your hair would do that. So it feels like it must be a fashion statement, but maybe it's not hair. But yeah, I like all the stuff about the telepaths. That was interesting. I don't know, it felt like the ending, kind of the resolution to the problems they were having was a little bit pat, just kind of like, oh, we can do this. But, you know, oh, this fixes it like super fast. But, I don't know. Why not, right? I don't know what else to say, really. It's gonna be fun. My least favorite character at the moment is Londo's like assistant. I don't know his name. I didn't catch it. He's just super irritating, and the actor isn't really very good. He's just like really sincere, and you're just like, stop. Apparently there's like a doctor, but we didn't meet him. And I haven't quite gotten all the names straight. Well, I got most of them. I don't know who the lady with no eyebrows, the alien lady. She's freaky looking. I don't know what her name is. And I don't know what that ambassador's assistant's name is, but I think I've pretty much got the rest of them. As far as he's clearly a main character. Mostly. I don't know. I feel like there were more names in the credits than I really know who to connect them with. But I thought it was fun. It's very silly in some ways, which I'm a fan of. I like the little X-Wing things when they fly around, and I like the stupid music that they use on transitions. It's like dong, like every time. And it took me a while to realize that's what was happening, and I was like, are you kidding me? That's not music, that's a stupid sound. But it's fun, and I think I'm going to enjoy it. So, for now, I will sign off. Hey, I'm back. So I watched episode 2, which was called Soul Hunter. It was really odd. The show was just really a strange show. Like this guy with a big head came, and then a freaky head lady who was apparently a Mimbari, and her name is like Delan or something. I don't know, but whatever. So she was like, she freaked the fuck out. And okay, whatever. So the soul hunters, it's like some weird religion, and when they can sense when somebody's gonna die, and then they take their soul. And for some reason, this is a big deal, because like I guess it was just kind of weird because I guess souls are real in this universe, except the humans don't really believe in them. But then I don't. If they weren't real, then I don't know what the hell was going on. I don't know. The doctor character was introduced. He's okay. My buddies Londo and Jakar or whatever weren't even in it, so that was sad. I mean, there was nobody with really ridiculous hair. There were just a lot of people with big, ridiculous bald heads. So, you know, I didn't feel like it was really a fair transfer. I don't know what else. Other than that, it's just doing its thing. I don't know. Like, it hasn't really grabbed me and sucked me in yet. I'm, like, still kind of hovering on the edge of being like, okay, this is interesting. I can roll with it. Whatever. But it hasn't been, I don't know, you know, utterly fascinating yet or anything. So we'll see where it goes from here. So that was episode 3, Born to the Purple. Yes, that title makes perfect sense. Oh, that was rather sweet. I liked it. I think the show is growing on me because it has the ability to engage me, I guess. I'm just kind of like, eh. But I'm getting there. I really liked Sinclair in this one. I don't know, everybody was in this one. Well, not everybody. Freaky Head Lady was not in this one, but Delana. But everybody else was, so that was fun. I really like Garibaldi and Ivanova. I'm just going to pronounce wrong all the time. And Londo is tons of fun. I don't know. I just felt it was it was entertaining. It was funny. Londo got to punch him in the face. Okay, it wasn't supposed to be funny, but I was laughing. Was it supposed to be funny? I don't know. But I felt like it was amusing. Well, I liked the way they caught the guy. By just kind of being like, absolutely don't think about this. which of course means that's the first thing you think about. So that was fun. Yeah, I don't know. That's really what I have to say about it. It was fun, and I'm enjoying this, and... Oh, I learned that guy's name is Veer. I learned that. God, is he annoying. Oh, Londo called him something near the beginning, and I don't remember what it was, but it was like this most glorious insult, so I wish I remembered it, because then I could use it, but I don't. But it was a glorious insult. And, yeah, I'm liking this, so I'm going to watch more. Oh my god. I really, really like that one. There was, like, Surprise Ducky, and then there was this horrifying, like, living armor thing, and then Sinclair talked it into killing itself, and then there was all this incredible cynicism, and it was just, like, really wonderful, and I don't know if I'm just in a really great mood for this right now or something, but I loved every moment of it. Oh, I love how it ended with, like, the scene with the people being like, oh, we're going to take this and to the biodefense and study it, and the doctor and Ivanova just kind of being like, well, great, and Sinclair and is so awesome, and him and Garibaldi are like old war buddies, and they have all this backstory that I really want to find out more about, and then he had it ended with him Sinclair doing the interview with a lady, and it was like for the 2-year anniversary of Babylon 5 opening or whatever, and her being like, is there a purpose to this? And him just being like, well, eventually the sun's going to go out, and then it will be all for nothing unless we go to the stars. And I was just going to be like, yes, yes, everything is perfect. So, I loved it. It was really great. I really hope that it continues to be this wonderful. Katie out. Okay, so I just watched episode 5, The Parliament of Dreams. I'm not entirely sure how that title is at all relevant to what happened, but whatever, because it was tons of fun. I think I'm pretty quickly falling in love with this show. I don't know, I can't even really explain why yet. I like the characters and I like the stories. I don't know. And they've yet to do anything that, I don't know, really utterly horrifies me or anything. I don't know. I don't know, I felt like the main plot of this episode, which was Shakar and there's an assassin, was a bit silly, but it was alright. And then I really liked the ending, because Sinclair was supposed to do some demonstration of the dominant religion on Earth or whatever, and then he basically just was like, actually, we have a shit ton of religions, meet all these people, which was cool, because normally sci-fi shows are like, everybody on this planet is exactly alike, although they kind of did that a little bit in this one, like, here's the dominant religion on Minbari, and like, there's just one, like, really? Okay, but, yeah, I liked the Centauri celebration of life thing, mostly just for Londo getting drunk and crawling around the table. So, like, he tells Delana that she's cute for a Minbari, and then he tells Garibaldi that he's cute too, and then and then he says, and so am I, and then he said something like, but in purple I'm, something about, he was like ravishing in purple, I don't even know, radiant, maybe, whatever, and then he passed out, and they were just like, why is this happening? But I laughed, so I don't know, this is another episode that got a lot of laughs out of me, not that that's hard, but I appreciate it greatly, and I will continue to watch.